Super easy lesson, K7, solve quadratics using the zero product. Now this is an easy lesson, but I strongly suggest that you still take notes, because by the time the test comes around, and I promise you it happens every year, and I tell them this every year, if you don't keep your notes, you're going to forget what's happening, and then you're going to miss these easy questions. So just write this down on your notes and keep it with you. Don't miss these points, because that would just be kind of ridiculous. So it says solve for s plus 3 times s plus 6 equals 0. Write your answers as integers or as a proper or improper fraction in simplest form. And so here we go here. So we have two things multiplied together, and when they multiply together, they're going to get 0, and they always multiply to get 0 because that's how these quadratics are set up. What if I had something and I multiplied it by something else and I got 0? What can you tell me? If I had multiplied two things together and I got 0, what could you tell me about that? That one of them must be 0. So what we're going to do, we're going to figure out what makes each parenthesis equal 0. And that's what we are doing here. So I subtract 3 and I subtract 3. So s equals -3. Subtract 6, subtract 6. S equals -6. So -3 and -6. Yes, it is just the opposites. But the reason I'm setting it up is for whenever it's not going to be that easy. So I'm just going to keep on working it the same way, so you can't forget what I am doing. So g plus 3 equals 0 and g minus 1 equals 0. So we're going to subtract 3. So g equals -3. We're going to add 1. So g equals +1. -3 and +1. Okay, this has an n with it, so I'm going to set n equal to 0. This has an n with it, so n plus 8 equals 0. Subtract the 8, subtract the 8, so n equals -8. And this is already solved. N is already by itself, so n equals 0 there. This is why I haven't just, said just make opposites, because of this situation right here. So this n equals 0, it is done, but 8n minus 3 could also equal 0. So we are going to solve this for n to be able to figure out what makes it 0. So we plus 3, 8n, 0 plus 3 is 3. Then we divide by 8. We divide by 8. Is 3 over 8 reduced? Yes. So 3 over 8 is another answer. So 0 and 3 over 8. 6h equals 0 and h minus 6 equals 0. This is being multiplied, so we divide. What is 0 divided by 6? 0, because 6 times 0 is 0. This is subtracting, so we're going to add. So 0 plus 6 is 6, because 6 minus 6 is 0. M equals 0, because of that M. And 9m plus 7 equals 0. Subtract 7. Divide by 9. Is that reduced? Yes, so that would be your answer. -2c plus 5 equals 0. -7c plus 8 equals 0. Subtract the 5. Divide by -2. What's a negative divided by a negative? A positive, so it's 5 over 2. Subtract the 8. Divide by -7. What's a negative over a negative? A positive. So a +8 over 7 is the other answer.